my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my...
What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We're jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle in order to discuss something that, damn it, might as well be the most disgusting thing I've ever read in my life, and that is in a good way. That is in a damn good way. This is brought to us by, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, Tatsuyo, over on the Dokkan Battle subreddit. Ichiban Kujo presented some new prize figures called Dragon Ball Versus to be released in October. And among the others, there are these two. One, as you can see, is Raid Boss Jiren. It could mean absolutely nothing, or... Now, in case you guys don't know, this has been a trend of releasing figurine units who eventually become the anniversary units. It happened with the Gogeta and the Vegito Blue. It happened with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And so this has been a trend that we've kind of been relying on as an indicator of who the new Dokkan Fest, dual Dokkan Fest units will be. And I don't believe that this will be for the 6-year anniversary because, to be honest, it's a little early. October, right? It's a little early, though it could definitely be just a foreshadow of what is going to come for the 6th anniversary. The timing is a little weird. The month that it's coming out in, right? October is a little strange for two reasons. Number one, I stated already, the 6-year anniversary for Japan is at the end of January. That's typically when their, anniversaries are. The end of January, the last week of January. This is going to be in October. Also, there's been a lot of speculations from data miners, leakers, people that look at the assets of the game and kind of figure out what's coming out beforehand. This date is also a little odd because it's October, and a lot of people have been pointing at end of August, September for being a 350 million download celebration because, in case you don't know, Dokkan Battle has already hit 350 million downloads like a while ago. So every 50 million downloads, they always do a celebration of some sort. I can't imagine how big 500 million downloads would be, right? Like 500 million people downloading this game, how big that celebration would be. That they would have to release like 4 LRs on one banner, right? But anyway, 4 new LRs, I should say. So this is very, very fascinating, and we're going to take a look at some other stuff. First off, I'm not a huge fan of how the Goku looks. As figures go, it is what it is. The Jiren, though, looks fantastic. I actually would love to have that Jiren. He looks so dope, and I can't wait until this version of the Jiren is in the game. I think it's something that a lot of people have been waiting on, particularly a standalone Master Ultra Instinct Goku and a standalone full-powered Jiren, because the Jiren that we have in the game is not that, right? It's just him kind of screwing around and slapping people up, not really taking it too seriously. Just his overwhelming strength is powerful enough. He doesn't really have to try. But these two, they've been holding on for a long time because they know how hype Master Ultra Instinct Goku is, how hype Full Power Jiren is. They only just released a second summonable Ultra Instinct signed Goku, and you see how people lost their minds over on Global for it, and Japan was up in arms over the fact that they do not have that card. So when this Mastered Ultra Instinct card comes out, it's going to be like, I mean, people are going to be flipping tables trying to get this dude. It's going to be absolutely insane. Thousands, 10,000s of stones are going to be invested into this dude. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then the Jiren as well is fantastic. Now, if we take a look at the only, like I said, this is the only Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku in the game, and it's based off of the UI Goku. So he does need to transform, hit those transformation conditions, which is dropping below 50% HP. Luckily, there's no turn restriction. It's just dropping below 50% HP. And then he transformed into the Mastered Ultra Instinct, which stacks his attack, does immense damage, Ki plus 3, 150% attack. But he does have that 70% chance to dodge, and he disables enemies' guard. So he hits very hard. He just has no defense of his own, which kind of sucks. But to make up for it, he's got a 70% dodge chance. I would have loved if they did give him like just 50% defense or something like that, or let him raise his attack and defense. That would have been absolutely insane. But that's the only MUI Goku in the game. And then if we take a look at Jiren, this is the absolute power Jiren. When he starts powering up, but he's not at his strongest, right? He's using his overheat Magnetron blast, and this dude is pretty damn good still to this day. He came out in 2018, both on JP and on Global. Attack and defense 130%, which is solid. 25% chance to stun all enemies at start of the turn, so he's great for Super Battle Road. And he performs a crit on any stunned enemy, so again, pretty good. Another one that you may not be too familiar with is this Tech Jiren, who's actually used primarily as a super attack fodder for the Strength of Jiren. So you actually acquire this guy from the first stage of the Jiren Dokkan event. And, he's, I don't know if it's 100% chance to drop or if it's simply a lower than that chance to drop, but as a card, he's pretty terrible. Reduces damage received by 50% when Ki is 10 or more. Like what? Causes supreme damage and lowers defense. Okay. But yeah, he's literally just used to increase the super attack. But there is one more Jiren in the game. There is 100% a Jiren in the game. One more that you haven't seen. That was only available one time and is not summonable. It's not somebody you can play as, but it's someone you can play against. A full power Jiren, a 100% power Jiren, a Jiren that has his shirt ripped off and is battling in a endless one-on-one fight for supremacy against Master Ultra Instinct Goku Jiren. That is, of course, this Jiren here. This is from the Extreme Z Battle raid that we had. And this dude, first off, look at the dude. You kidding me? Look at this. Come on now. Imagine if we had that Jiren as a card. Are you kidding? What? That is bananas. That is insane how cool that freaking Jiren looks. So if we're able to get this for either a 350 million download celebration or a 6-year anniversary, which it might be, but that is hype already. That's insanely hype. The only question I have is like, what are we going to have for the 7-year anniversary, right? What can possibly be as hype as this for the 7-year anniversary? Because typically they always do super and extreme. So really at that point, I mean, you can try to make like a Super Saiyan 1 Goku and a full power Frieza card, or just like a normal form Frieza card, like a skinny Frieza card, because a lot of people are big fans of that. Or maybe like a new Super Saiyan Blue card versus a new Golden Frieza card, because we really don't have like, I guess we do have a decent amount of Golden Friezas, but Resurrected Golden Frieza is not really, right? And like, if we're talking about Dragon Ball Super, I mean, you can maybe make like a new Super Saiyan Blue Goku and a new Rose Goku Black, but we do have quite a bit of those. Like, let me know, guys, who would you want to see as viable, anniversary units or download units, dual Dokkan Fest units, Super and Extreme? Who would be your go-to that you would definitely summon for? I'm actually not sure. One more thing that I want to mention is there is a live stream scheduled June 17th. This is for Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So if you guys are still playing this game, one-time purchase, and there is no in-game currency that you pay for. It's literally you just accumulate it by playing the game, and then you summon for particular characters. You build your character decks, and you go on and take on missions. Pretty fun. I still have it. I just haven't played it in a long time. But they're going to be getting a what's it called, a new expansion or whatever they call a Big Bang mission is cool. Dragon Ball Heroes is fantastic because it's got so many cool different types of characters. So as you can see, this Goku right here is the Xeno Goku, and then this Super Saiyan Blue Goku looks like he's wearing the Capsule Corp key or gi on, so that's pretty interesting, unless if I'm looking at that wrong. But the reason why this is pretty good, because if there is indeed a crossover event, which could possibly be, because in November they're actually going to be having their 10-year anniversary. This is brought to us over by Luca39. So that could make for a big time crossover celebration. And if we go all the way back, this is actually the very first Dragon Ball Heroes crossover celebration. It had the adult Gotenks, it had the Paikuhan, it had the Baby Janemba, and then it had the Babidi. Now, in case you guys are wondering, this actually came out a long time ago. So September 2016 is when it first released over on Japan. On Global, we actually never saw this banner. These guys were just included, as you can see, August 13th, 2019. These guys were just included unfeatured into a banner that we're going to be taking a look at right. Actually, we never got this banner either. This was 2017. So if we take a look at this Gohan here, yeah, November 2017 for Japan, and they were just like, you know what, screw it, we're not going to give Global this at all. And as you can see, this one brought in the super hype Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, super hype Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, the new Darkness Toa, who's actually a pretty good support unit for Extreme, and then the 4 previous featured units. Okay, so I do believe that these were the only 2 global Super Dragon Ball Heroes banners, and essentially we did get the Xeno Vegeta, Xeno Goku, Silas, the Tech Great Saiyaman 3, which is just Trunks in there, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, and Toa. These were all featured, and then unfeatured, they just threw in a ton of characters, right? Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku, the Great Kai of Time, you had the Super Mira, you had the Demigra, which is the crazy form, right? You had the Masked King, you had the Masked Saiyan, and then you had like a ton of other units. And then in the even newer, so this one came out in like 2019, August 13th, 2019. And then in 2020, which was the beginning of this year, I do believe, let's actually just take a look at that real fast. When Fu came out, here he is. Fu for Global came out, yeah, January 17, 2020, which was actually a pretty solid banner. You got the Physical Cumber, AGL, Xeno Gotenks, AGL, or I'm sorry, Intelligence Gohanks, Strength Vegex, the Super Boo, Super Fu, the Golden Cooler, Kai of Time actually became featured, Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Vegeta became featured, Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku became featured, and then boom, a bunch of unfeatured characters, but all Dragon Ball Heroes. So this little announcement kind of makes me think that either in June, late June, there will be some type of crossover event, which would make a lot of sense, because it'll allow them to not have to make another Dokkan Fest for the month of June, or another legendary banner for the month of June. That would make a lot of sense. And again, in November, I wouldn't be surprised if they have another crossover event with some pretty hype characters like a UI sign, Grand Priest clothing, Goku, or, you know, just characters like that, because there's still a lot of cool characters from Dragon Ball Heroes, or they can even save God Trunks, Super Saiyan God Trunks, for that particular anniversary. But either way, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Do you think there is a probability that these 2 units will indeed be either the 350 million download celebration or the 6-year anniversary? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then consider what you're doing with your life. You know, you got to be here all the way until the 6-year anniversary and beyond. Go ahead and gently rub that subscribe button, gingerly ring that bell button, sensually kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.